part 3 of the series in Paris, where Jamie is doing a photo shoot for her new passport and identity. In fact, Chloe has hired a man to help them change Jamie's identity and keep her away from the accusation of Agent Ben's murder. Afraid, Jamie suggests that she should turn herself in, but Abraham assures her that they will do their best to save her and prove that Ben actually worked for Reiden Global. Later, Chloe approaches Mitch and Jackson and tells them they are called upon to visit a case of bears that are missing from the lab and attacking the residents. Mitch becomes surprised to hear that the bears are currently in hibernation in the middle of summer. He then mentions that if they can find a trace of the mother cell in the bloodstream of the bear, then their investigation will be more straightforward. After this, Mitch walks out of the building and makes a call to Reiden Global, informing them that he has the mother cell and that if they want to get it, he needs something in return. In the next scene, Mitch, Jamie, and Abraham can be seen at a research facility, trying to get blood samples from a bear that is currently hibernating. On the other hand, Chloe and Jackson visit the Civil Security Department and suggest they begin searching for the remaining bears that entered the city. Among the department members, there is Chloe's ex-fiancé, Jean Michael. He approaches Chloe after the meeting and asks her why they are interested in bears all of a sudden. Chloe tells him that she is not in the state of answering him and tries to walk away, but Jean stops her and tells her that she should meet her sister as she is missing her very much. However, Chloe refuses to contact her sister and leaves the place. Later at night, Chloe takes the whole group to her house and makes arrangements for their stay. While in the kitchen, Mitch tells Jackson that he thinks the bear is hibernating to bring some change in its body, similar to that of a caterpillar turning into a butterfly. Outside, Jamie and Abraham enjoy a glass of wine and discuss Jamie's new identity, Nancy Jackson. Jamie tells him that Nancy is her mother's name and that she loved her very much. Seeing Jamie sad and full of guilt, Abraham decides to share his life story with her. He then tells Jamie that when he was small, his parents were killed in a raid by a rebel army called United Rebels, and he and his brothers were abducted. Abraham mentions that after a few months, the rebel army handed him a gun and forced him to kill one of his brothers, which he failed. Eventually, he got both of the brothers killed and reveals that throughout his life, he is trying to live away the guilt of killing his brothers. Following this, Abraham also assures Jamie that she is like a family to him, and that he will do everything to keep her safe. Afterward, Chloe meets Delavane and tells him about the death of an FBI agent Ben by one of her squad members. Hearing this, Delavane suggests she turn the members in and keep their mission a secret. He also mentions that their mission is more important than any of the squad members. However, Chloe does not agree with him and walks away, promising him to complete the mission. Back at her house, Cho and the group plan to hack into Reiden Global's system and alter their financial transactions to prove that Ben was on their payroll. Everyone agrees to do so, and they discuss the execution of the plan, assigning tasks to each one of them. The next day, the group can be seen at the office of Reiden Global in Paris, except for Mitch, who is inside a lab ready to copy the documents. Wasting no time, Jackson approaches one of the employees and starts conversing with him, telling him that he has been gifted with a tour package to Africa. During this, Jackson cleverly uses his mobile camera and takes a video of the employee, allowing Jamie to use the video for face recognition and get access to their system. Surprisingly, the method works and Jamie successfully copies all the financial documents within minutes. Meanwhile, in the lab, Mitch tries to inject a sedative into the bear lying there and fails. He notices that the needle of the injection has broken and that the bear has developed an armor-like skin after their hibernation. Suddenly, while he is trying to use another injection, the bear wakes up and runs away, not before attacking Mitch and pushing him away. In the following scene, Mitch is informing Jackson, Chloe, and Abraham about the location of the bear that escaped from the research facility with the help of an RFID tracker he placed into it. Following Mitch's instructions, the group arrives at the woods and meets Jean and his group. Jean tells the group that the bear's skin has thickened and it took them 3 dart guns to knock them down. With the help of the footprints of the bears, Jackson reaches an abandoned fort present in the middle of the woods. The group along with Jean decides to enter the fort and search for the remaining bears. Successfully, they discover the bears and capture them, with Jean getting injured in the process. Later, the whole squad gathers in Mitch's lab, where Mitch tells them that the DNA of the bear from 6 years earlier is not matching with its current DNA, and it seems like it has changed vastly. He also mentions that the mother cell is not actually affecting the behavior of the animals, but helping them speed up the special mutation that would normally take thousands of years to develop and adapt to. At last, he says that he believes if the mother cell can speed up the mutation, there might be some procedure so that the mother cell can reduce the development of the mutation and make a cure for the current animal epidemic. Following this, Chloe meets with Delavane and tells him that they are very close to finding a cure for the abnormal animal behavior. She also tells him that she will never turn her squad member in and abandon her from the group for the sake of the mission. The next day, Mitch meets with one of the department members of Reiden Global, Clayton Burke, and threatens him to provide the medicines for his 10-year-old daughter, Clementine, in exchange for the mother cell. Clayton tries to make him understand that his daughter needs to go through a stage of trials, but Mitch does not listen to him and walks away, asking him to make a decision within 48 hours. In the next scene, following Delavane's orders, Chloe and the group except Mitch prepare to travel to Massachusetts, USA because a ship carrying grains to Norway has been attacked by a large number of rats, and the whole crew has died. Jamie asks Jackson how the mother cell might have helped the rats to reproduce and increase their numbers. Chloe suggests they capture a male and female rat from the scene and examine it to see how the mother cell affects the reproductive systems in them. Meanwhile, Mitch drives to Audra's house to meet Clementine and get an update about her situation. He is welcomed by Audra inside the house and is instantly greeted by Henry. Clementine also sees him but tells that she does not remember him. However, Mitch mentions that he remembers her and Audra prepares to send them to the nearby park to let them spend some time and enjoy a picnic-like experience. In Massachusetts, Jackson meets with the sheriff who examined the ship after the rats attack, and she turns out to be his childhood friend Becky. Becky tells them that the fisherman who reported seeing rats was drunk and she doesn't think that rats can actually kill the whole crew. Becky says that she believes there might have been a carbon monoxide gas leak, which killed the crew. However, she mentions that her squad spotted a few rats by the Wilson Hotel, but not much like the fisherman reported before. Following this, Chloe, Jackson, Abraham, and Jamie arrive at the Wilson Hotel and set traps to capture a male and a female rat. They then decide to take a look around the hotel and find the hotel in very miserable condition, suitable for the rats. Abraham and Jamie go to fix the power board while Jackson and Chloe walk around the hallway. After a bit of struggle, Abraham successfully reconnects the power cable, and the lights in the building turn on by themselves. Jackson and Chloe move forward and hear a large number of rats running around making a strange noise. Jackson clears that the noise is of the rats sharpening their teeth to attack their prey. Later, Abraham finds a male rat trapped in one of their traps and puts it inside a bag. Jackson immediately calls Becky to inform her about the situation, but the network is not working and the call cuts short. Meanwhile, Mitch and Clementine are at the park where Mitch gives her an old parking ticket. When Clementine asks him about it, he tells her that he got the ticket on the day of her birth while he was hurrying to reach the hospital and parked in the wrong lane. Clementine also reveals to him that he does not call Justin her father as she does not like to call him so. After conversing for some time, Clementine falls asleep and Mitch carries her back home. Before Mitch leaves, Clementine tells him that she had a good time and that he should visit her frequently. In the next scene, Chloe and the group are looking around the Wilson Hotel when they hear the elevator turning on. They believe that Becky has arrived there, but to their surprise, when the elevator opens, they notice a large swarm of rats trying to attack them. Hurriedly, they enter a room and close the door, with Chloe locked outside. To their dismay, when they look at the bag where they kept a male rat before, they find a number of small babies inside the bag. They are shocked to see a male rat giving birth to a large number of babies, and believe that it is how the mother cell has affected their existence. On the other hand, Becky also arrives at the hotel and begins searching for Jackson and the group. While walking around, she finds the dead body of a member of the pest control unit, carrying a flamethrower to kill the rats. All of a sudden, Chloe finds her, and the two decide to stick together. Next, Jackson and Abraham realize that the little rats are feeling hungry, and they suspect there must be queen rats who are feeding such a huge number of rats. They deduce that, like honeybees, rats might have also kept their queens in a safe place and start walking towards the basement of the hotel. To their surprise, when they reach there, they notice the basement full of rats feeding on the queen rats. While they are looking around, the rats notice them and start swarming toward them. Fortunately, Chloe arrives there with the flamethrower and points the flame toward the rats. Jackson suggests she throw the flame towards the queen rats and exits the basement. In the last scene, Mitch meets with Clayton inside his office room of Reiden Global's building and provides him with the medication he was asking for his daughter. Mitch checks the medicine, and when he is about to hand over the mother cell to Clayton, he notices Delavane inside the building, talking to the Reiden Global's executive members. The episode ends with Delavane spotting Mitch and he is hesitating to hand over the mother cell to Clayton. Subscribe to see more videos like this, turn on the notifications, and leave a like to help the channel out. Stay tuned for part 3. Thanks for watching.